Let's go. We're here.
Whoop, whoop.
We are here. Let's go. I am super excited to be with my ladies tonight. We got a heck
Yay!
of a show. We have one heck of a show, and I cannot wait to get this thing started. Um, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Hey, make sure you guys share, like. Come on, everybody that's seeing this, please hit somebody up. Let them know we're talking to football tonight. But we are Let's Talk Football Ladies Takeover. I am Janae Struther, one half of the dynamic duo and Let's Talk Football with my boy Sean Spencer. And I have the wonderful pleasure of being with these ladies tonight, every other Thursday. And I would like to go ahead and introduce the cast. So who do I have right next to me?
Hello, it's Kate, creator of the Ladies Takeover, Elverson, Tom Brady's biggest fan forever and always. But tonight I'm representing my Detroit Lions who are playing on Thursday Night Football tonight. And I am so glad you're all here. Come in, check out us ladies. We do know how to talk the game of football, and I'm excited to be here.
We love you, Sean. Hey. That's my girl, Kate. That's my girl, Kate. And who do we have right under me?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm so excited to be here tonight. I know we've been gone a couple of weeks. Thanksgiving holiday. I hope those of you in the U.S., because I know Canada, you guys had yours over a month ago. But, we had Thanksgiving in the U.S. last week. So I hope everybody had a nice holiday, got some much needed rest, and, recalibrated, recentered yourselves, gave thanks, all that good stuff. But I'm excited to be here with all of y'all to talk football. And Anthony, a background, keeping track, helping us, keep track of ourselves here on the show tonight.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. You got our guy in the background, like she said, our guy Anthony. But last but not least, who do we have?
I think that's me reporting for duty, Nicole Oppenheimer. We are sitting on the bench as a Saints fan, but proudly supporting as a good hostess with the mostest. Janae, I'm happy to see you guys. Delilah, Kate, so happy. I'm happy to be here, and we're gonna have a good discussion. Our docs.
That's what I'm talking about. I can feel it. Nicole. Hey, I am super excited. So let's get this thing started. Delilah, what do we got first?
I know this game started, but it's still early. I heard it's close. What's the score? Who can give me the sure right now?
10-3.
10-3 Lions?
10-3.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, 10-3 Lions. All right.
Right
so
at the end zone.
Let's see how we're going to end up with the game. So that's what we're going to do first with our predictions, how this game will end tonight.
Let's do it. Well, I mean, we can go ahead and get me and Kate out the way. We know.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go.
You know who we're going for.
Who's going to kick us off?
What you got,
Delilah, Kate?
Delilah, what you think?
Oh, I thought you guys were going to kick us off. We're
going to you first. We're already saying it.
Oh, but no scores. Okay, I get it. You're not even going to give a score. All right, that's cool. All right. I guess that's our answers. One Cowboy and one Lions, obviously.
I can't do a score. I don't know about Kate, but I can't do a score because honestly, I just don't know.
I got you.
Anxious. I don't even care what the score is as long as this team is on.
It's a win. I get it.
Care less.
All right.
Delilah,
Sorry,
what you
Nicole,
think?
go ahead. Oh, it's me? Okay.
Yes, you. Pressure.
Well, for selfish reasons, I'm rooting for the Cowboys tonight.
For selfish reasons. Oh,
but I love you, Kate, and I don't even hate Detroit like that. FYI, it just has to do with the
I mean, but people want to know why. Can you give us the reason?
Because obviously we're in the same division. I'm a Bears fan. The Bears are in the same division as Detroit. It's a tough division. My God, NFC North.
They got some heavy hitters in the North. They have some heavy hitters in the North for sure. So you are going for Dallas. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Nicole, give it to us. What you got for this game?
I put the calculations into my calculator in my brain.
Right, your trusty notebook.
I put the calculator in my brain, and it cut out. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go with the Dallas Cowboys. right now he's right under Drake May, and they are top notch tier. I have more here. I don't know if I should steal it though. It's a strip. I got it. Do you want it? I don't know.
Yeah,
do.
let's go.
I do.
We always
Give it
like
to
your scripts. Go ahead.
24-17. Dak Prescott is going to throw it back to Mr. Man, and then Mr. Man is going to throw it, and just like Jameson Winston, he's going to do a receiving touchdown.
Oh. Who's going to be throwing the ball? I don't know.
Mr. Man.
I don't want Dak to be a wide receiver, please. He's not fast enough, please.
I don't know.
Oh no, he just came back.
If it happens in this game, I'm calling you for all lottery numbers for the rest of the year. All lottery numbers must. My prediction, Dan Campbell will go for it on 4th down at least once per quarter. And if Dallas wins, we're going to the Super Bowl. Chants will get louder across every single internet platform. Look, from
that a typo?
Look, I know my girl Kate is riding for her Detroit Lions, and I'm not afraid to say they are a great team. So
they are a great team. They are.
They just
I don't hate on them either. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody does. Nobody does. I mean, we watched the Lions get to this phase.
Your boy.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know, Janae, you already know what your boy was gonna say. Your brother from another mother.
Here we go.
Sean, I hope you're on my side tonight. Please, Lord, be on my side.
He's always on your side. But let us know in the comments, please. Let us know in the comments who you guys think is going to win. We don't know as of right now. It's looking like it's 6-10. So we will see.
Wow. It's going to be a battle. Oh, it's a battle.
It's going to be a battle. So we're going to see. All right, we got to
Hopefully we got the good refs tonight.
Oh, yeah. We're not the Chiefs. All right, so we got to get on to the next topic. Delilah, what do we got?
All right.
The drama! Guys, this show right here is genuine because we're going to really talk about it. We're going to give you the nitty-gritty of what we're thinking. We want you guys to chime in because it actually is some drama. Guys, it's only week 5. Only 5 games have been played. But guess what? A coach has been fired. The drama, ladies. It has been a heck of a last 2 weeks. Well, the Eagles with a top record. They are still the NFC East leading team right now. I want to put that out there first. It looks like the Eagles fans may be a tad bit upset. And not only a tad bit upset, but they're egging the house of this coach, even though their team has just lost their back-to-back games the first time in the whole season. What is happening? Is it ever okay to egg an offensive coach's house or anybody's house over the game of football? Kate, give me what you think.
No. It's very immature. It's very
Thank
not cool. Just leave it alone. The organization, if they really want to get rid of the offensive coordinator, will do so. If they don't think he's doing a good job, trust me, he feels enough pressure as it is and what his position is and what's going on in the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles have been lackluster, even though they're still leading the East and still in the playoff hunt. But it's never okay for an offensive coordinator's house to get egged. I remember when one of Dan Campbell's daughter's friends gave up their address and it led them to have to move because fans started showing up at the house. So just leave these coaches and their families and everything alone and just be mature adults about things. And
thank you.
Just don't do stuff like that, stupid stuff. It's not worth it.
I know what you wanted to say, and I agree.
Yeah. You heard the words coming.
I know what you wanted to say, and I agree.
It was just dumb. Dumb and idiotic, and grow up. You're adults. Be one.
Thank you. I absolutely agree with you, Kate. Just doesn't make any sense. We are all diehard fans of each of our teams. I would never in my life do that to anybody. Don't care if these are people who have families, who have, you don't do that to somebody. It's degrading. Delilah, what you think about that?
Yeah, no, I think that's ridiculous. I mean, I was caught off guard when their own fans booed them when our Bears did something. It was crazy. I was like, and it was early too, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like we were like running away with it yet. And I thought that was insane. I was like, I've never seen anything like that before.
I agree. It's
I
weird.
was like, I was like, wait a minute, you guys are booing them already? It's like, I was like, what the heck?
Super weird. Super
It
weird.
was like the first few minutes. I forgot what play it was, but they like booed them. I was like, what the hell? No, I don't agree with vandalism in any form anyway, but let alone like your team is still winning. Yes, I get it. They've dropped two in a row. I understand that, you're coming off that Super Bowl high. I get it, but it happens, and your team is still above 500. You're still in playoff contention. Maybe
Yep.
not the spot you thought you were, but you are at the top of division. You still have like 4 more weeks in the season. More games to play.
Yep.
And I don't see the Eagles losing out the rest of the season. You know what I mean? I just don't see it.
Thank
And
you.
so I think it's still probable. Obviously, I know you guys are in there with it, but it's probable they could still win out the division, right?
100%.
And so I don't get it. I think that's crazy, especially like we said, like this is somebody's home.
Yep.
I know we get heated. We've talked about this before, where things happen, you get heated in the game, but to actually go to somebody's house and like egg their stuff and their families living there, and I just think it's awful. So I don't agree with that at all. I think, man, and I don't know, Philly, you as a fan base, because it's not just football. I've seen what you did when y'all won your like hockey, in the Stanley Cup. I've seen every single like championship team in your city that's won something, and you blow up your whole city even when you win. It's crazy.
You
I've never seen anything like it before. I'm just saying. I've never seen nothing like it before. Because when you win, you trash your town. So I don't know. But anyway, no, I
I'm
don't
used
agree
to
with
that from MSU. MSU is their town every time something happens.
Yeah, but anyway, no, obviously I don't agree. I think that's awful. And I'm glad that it wasn't worse, that at least it was just an egging. But as, Kate said, sometimes it gets it goes too far where now lives are being threatened. And I just think at the end of the day, it's a football game. These are people's jobs, just like you and me. I know it's a little different. It looks flashier, but this is just their day job. Like, sometimes you miss you stuff, but like, God,
It's
relax.
true. It's true. I agree. Nicole, what you think?
I'm just saying, with egg prices these days, how could you afford to throw those eggs away and not put them in something kind to make them with? Like,
Oh my God, 1,000%.
come on.
You're so right.
Throw maybe something lighter. But still no, good sirs. How cool does it have to be so angry to do that?
Oh my God, you ain't wrong.
But my thing was egg prices these days. Why would you do that? Seems like we got some incompetent fans.
I agree. I agree. Hey, we got Jason Swade. He said, by the way, Dan Campbell was my favorite tight end back in the day. He was a beast. Hey, and he is a Cowboy fan. Shout out to Jason. Let's go. All right, so we got to move on to the next topic, which is actually pretty crazy. Deshaun Watson, y'all. We have not heard about this guy. He's been injured for God knows how long. He's making $230 million. He's just reaping the benefits of all the money and no playing, because clearly when he was playing, he was always injured. He is back on the practice field. They have announced that he is actually on the practice field and practicing. Do you guys think that Deshaun Watson should even play ever again with the Cleveland Browns? Nicole, I'm going to start with you.
Uh, I mean, I'm trying to think that right now they have Winston Jameson, right? Doing
No,
back
the Shador.
Shador. Okay, yes, yeah. I mean, yeah, he should get back out on the field. It's always good to have a good comeback win, especially if you're an athlete and battling, your injuries to get back in there. Whether it's with the Browns, if he's been out of for such a long time.
They wasted a lot of money on this guy. They
I
have,
was gonna say,
I
yeah,
mean, he
that's
has done absolutely nothing for the team. Even when he's in the game, they lose. It's not like when he was in the game or with them, they were
can he kick? Can he
doing.
be a kicker?
For
He knows
$230
A
million.
look, there are teams, and we've seen it with Russell Wilson, who they paid money to, and then they got rid of him, and they still got to pay him. Like some
Yeah.
teams can just move on. I don't know. Like Nicole, I agree with
Yeah.
you. I mean, you did pay a lot of money, and it may be time for him to, probably start playing. I just don't see it being with Cleveland. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
been bad luck since he's got in there. So I don't know.
Way cookie crumbles sometimes with those
Yeah, especially
contracts.
this is like an unprecedented. That was like the largest amount of money. I mean, owners were pissed that he got that amount of money before he even played, and he had that year of the allegations of sexual assault, and then
Yes.
he had to be out for so long. I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of like I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Kate, what you think?
Well, we got to remember all 230 million of that is guaranteed money.
Absolutely.
Not 1 cent of that money is unguaranteed. He is going to get all of that money, whether he plays another down or not.
Wow.
So I think we need to really look at putting $230 million of guaranteed money out on the field and see if he's got any life in him, if there's any CPR to his game that we can resuscitate and make it look like he knows what he's doing as a quarterback in the NFL again. Because that's a lot of money for Cleveland to just say, see you later.
It's true.
It's guaranteed. That's $230 million of guaranteed money that they have paid this man.
Oh, jeez.
And that is a lot of money to just say, I'm never going to try to put him on the field ever again and see
That's true.
if he can play. So they have to at least give him a chance to get out there and see if he can resuscitate his career and maybe make some sort of effort in Cleveland. Because right now, Shador Sanders hasn't been playing so hot. They're not
That's
so
true.
sure about him. Dylan Gabriel, their number one,
To be
is
fair, they've treated him kind of, you know what I mean. But
I get it. It's the business of football.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he fell to the business of football and the politics of football. But Dylan Gabriel, their number one, is not fully healthy, and they're still bringing him back because Shador is not performing. So let's see what Mr. $230 million guaranteed can do if he's got life left in his game. So I say give it a shot, give it a whirl. What could go wrong in Cleveland? It's Cleveland.
You're actually right.
I mean, Myles Garrett's still playing halfway decent. Maybe Deshaun Watson can play too.
I mean, he's on beast mode. He's probably the only one
so,
doing his job.
I mean, let's do some Cleveland things in Cleveland and give him a shot.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I just honestly, I just don't know if it's even worth it. But let me know. What you think, Delilah?
I think based on some of the stats I found that by the way, I don't know who their money person is, but you guys are bad at your job. Like I don't know who your money person is, who is in charge of your figuring out your long-term goals, your fiscal, debt cap, salary cap, because whoever that was, oh my God, post 2026, the Browns will still have a substantial financial hit from Watson's contract in the years following 2026, even if he's not on the team. Kind of how Denver is eating up that Russell Wilson contract after he left. It's the same thing. If he
100%.
leaves, they're gonna owe him a bunch of money because they have all these what they call void years. Again, I just found out. I didn't say that because I was curious. So, due to multiple restructurings, the Browns have added void years to the deal through 2029, which creates significant dead cap money for the team after 2026. Even if he's not on the roster. So I agree with Handy, who's commenting, get your butt on the field, okay? Like, if you're healthy, I agree. Play out the season at this point. Y'all, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to the playoffs, but at least we could get you back into mobility. You know what I mean? Because you're rusty. You haven't played in a while. I think this is good for him to connect with the guys again. You know what I mean? I feel like this is like his practice. This is your practice time to get that, rust out. See if you're still vibing with your guys. Seeing if you're still still got that arm. You know what I mean? Are you still mobile? So for me, I leave the two young men sit in the background. Let Dylan heal up. This is your number one guy right now that you pick. Let him get healthy. Shador still needs to learn, and you guys just learned that you should prepare all your backups. My God, what is wrong with you, Browns? And so let the Dylan get healthy and give Shador what he deserves, which is the practice that he deserves. He deserves that. 100%. You picked him. He went there. Now it's your job to coach him and train him so he can be your backup, and then pay the man that you created an insane contract with. Put him out there if he's healthy to play out. Like, just put him out there and see what happens. Because at this point,
I agree. I absolutely agree. It's just such a weird, interesting conversation that we all know is just I mean, it's all about that money. The Benjamins, and Kate mentioned it, that money is very important. So I just don't know. But we got to move on to our last one. Man, Mike Tomlin. We all like Mike Tomlin. He's a great coach, a great coach for a very long time. But I have to ask you ladies something, because I feel like there is some type of we don't do this for other players, but coaches, but we do this for Mike Tomlin. Is just having a winning record okay? Like, is just barely making it okay, right? They were calling for Mike McCarthy's job immediately because Dak couldn't get past the first round. Immediately, with 12-5 season, not just a winning record, not just 9-8, whatever you can do to get by to just have a winning record. People's jobs, all coaches. Mike Tomlin is the only one that's been given grace for all of these years. We have watched Mike Tomlin year after year. He deserves all the accolades. He's a great coach. Not saying that, but I just feel like it may be time for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers after this season to just hang it up. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think it's time for them to move on. When you look at the last time they won a Super Bowl and everything, and where Pittsburgh's going in the AFC North, I think it's time for them to move on.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's time for fresh blood, fresh ideas, new concepts in Pittsburgh. So we will see what happens, but I think it's time. I know there's some college teams that have actually thought about asking Tomlin if they'd want to come coach them. Like Penn State is one of the big ones that have thought about asking him about the job. So we'll see.
I understand. Look, hey, we will see. Oh man, the world is trying to bash me, of course, because the Detroit Lions just. So my phone is gonna keep blowing up. Hopefully they'll stop calling.
I know. I saw the touchdown and you see me go like this.
I gotta send some messages. Hey guys, I know I'm losing. All right, so I do agree, Kate. It's been a long time, man. It's just been a long time, and it could be something fresh. I'm not saying that he should not have a career somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm just saying it's getting stale. Delilah, what you think?
Yeah, I said this last year actually. I thought it was time for him to move on to greener pastures. We know there are other teams that fired like multiple head coaches that need his style of coaching, because something that he does. I want us to think about the type of personality that Aaron Rodgers is. Let's take him for one.
Okay.
And the reason I say this is because every other team he has been to, he has been such a outside of football, like just such a, we know that, right? Blah, 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 blah. You haven't really seen that out of him under Mike Tomlin, because Mike Tomlin is just one of those coaches, just his style. And there's some of these are some of these teams that need that guy that is like, isn't yelling or cursing, but you respect him because he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's saying, right? He knows how to win, right? And so he demands that respect. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so, and the thing with Pittsburgh is they have a long history of doing this where they don't like to fire coaches. They don't. Like, before him, they had that coach for also like 10 or so. It was crazy.
Yeah,
like before
Mike Collar.
that's yeah. So like they're known for keeping their coaches for a very long time. But I do think it's time for them to try something new. It might turn their team around, new fresh ideas, and it will give Mike Tomlin a chance to go further.
Yes,
with another team, because we've seen it happen before where just coaches just need a change, something new, and it clicks and they go, you know what I mean? And so, I think it's time for both of them to part ways. They'll part ways in good terms, in my opinion, right? And so I think it is time for both of them to find greener pastures.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree. Nicole, what do you think?
Well, apparently, since Bill Billy, Mr. Check, had a long streak that now he's like the longest active guy, and he did do some stuff back early in his career. So we're going to take this in a 3-part medicine series. Tomlin, if you're here, listen up. I got something for you, okay? Number 1, you're going to go and you're going to give them an ultimatum, okay? And be strong with your ultimatum. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come up to Canada and you're going to do some off the field coaching with our non-NFL to give you some fresh perspective, but then take back onto the field and then keep on going so that you can retire as a loyal Pittsburghian.
That's true.
Getting those benefits in retirement.
I'm going to go to CFL.
I like
just
this.
for a little bit. Give fresh new perspective.
I like this. I mean, hey, it'll go crazy. It'll go crazy out there.
It seems like he's the guy that maybe
Thank you,
might
Sean.
be well rooted in Pittsburgh. And sometimes, if you're loyal to the soil, that might just be he loved the place,
Loyal to the soil. I like that. I'm that. Loyal to the soil.
I like that you have your notebook back. I miss your notebook. You always produce such great stuff out of that.
I'm telling you, if he listens to Mrs. Dr. Nicole.
There we go. Dr. Nicole will take it. We will take it. Listen to her. All right, guys, we got to move on to the next subject. Thank you guys for tuning in for the drama. But Delilah, what do we got?
All right, we're ready for one of our favorite segments that our founder, right, our creator started, and that's a good topic. I think everybody will have a good time talking about what she's going to bring to the table with her segment.
So there's a lot of talk, but the breakdown is those are my top 5. It matches up with CBS, not in the right order. But there we have it, ladies. There's my early front runner. MVP the NFL based on the numbers. What do you think?
Let's go. Our girl Kate is going to tell us who is loyal to the soil. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the breakdown is this. We talked about the early MVP race, but things have gotten a little different since that week. 4 or 5 when I gave you the first rankings. Right now, there's a young buck in New England that is leading the MVP race right now, and that is Mr. Drake May of your New England Patriots. He's a second-year quarterback in the league with a first-year coach, and they're doing really, really, really well. New England's won 10 out of their last games. Drake May's got 3,412 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 111.9 QBR passer rating. So he's doing really well, followed by our former quarterback in Detroit. Currently, it's Matthew Stafford of the LA Rams. He's second in the hunt right now for the MVP with 3,073 yards, 32 touchdowns, 4 INTs, and 111.7 QBR passer rating. And then here's where it gets a little interesting because they're still considering Jordan Love in this hunt for the MVP. And that is really interesting to me. I mean, the Green Bay Packers have done fairly well, but I would not have put him in there. But currently, he's got 2,794 yards, 19 touchdowns, 3 INTs, and 104.3 passer rating. And then followed by that is a man playing in tonight's game, Mr. as Ash Swinton used to always say, Dakota Rain Prescott. And he is fourth in the hunt for the MVP right now with 3,261 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, 8 INTs, and 102.4 passer rating. Followed by another one of Janae's favorite men, the massive piece of magic that is Mr. Josh Allen. Yes, even as tough as it's been for the Buffalo Bills, they're still talking about Mr. Allen in the MVP hunt. He's got 2,832 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, 10 NITs, and a 99.8 passer rating. And I put in a few dark horses that I feel deserve to be in this hunt because of being a former MVP and still leading his Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts right now has 2,514 yards passing, 19 tutties, 2 NITs, and 103.9 passer rating. And then I put also in here because he's been in the mix and been talked about a lot as well as he's leading the Seattle Seahawks. I put in Sam Darnold because I think the Seahawks deserve to still be talked about and how well they're doing. So you see this little redheaded love of Sam Darnold seems to go to any team and kiss a pig and make it look pretty. So we're good. He's got
Facts.
2,913 yards.
I love that saying.
19 TDs, 10 interceptions, and 103.1 QBR passer rating. And for a little education for anyone who doesn't know, when we're talking about passer rating, it's a statistic used to evaluate a quarterback's passing performance based on a formula that includes their completion percentage, passing yards per attempt, touchdowns per attempt, and interceptions per attempt. So if you're ever wondering where that QBR passer rating comes from, that's a little education piece from you. That's what they take when they're formulating that percentage per game, per season.
Teach him, Kate. Teach him.
So if you've ever wondered, what is what is a passer rating and what formulates that? That is it. So a little education piece for you ladies tonight.
That was cool.
So I figured I let you guys know how people get into the playoffs. So I thought I'd let you know what formulates the QBR passer rating for a quarterback. And did I notice it's all quarterbacks leading this MVP race? We don't have any cute little receivers in there. Or running backs. Although you could put like
a ton of players.
You could put a Jackson Smith, the Jigba of Seattle, up there. He's got an incredible season going on. You could still put like a Jonathan Taylor from Indianapolis in there. He's doing really well as a running back. So there are players you could put in, but they just don't do that. So moving on to the playoff hunt, and I will try to get through this pretty quickly. I'm going to compare my notes from week 7 when I originally went through this. Number 1 in the AFC in week 13 is New England. Week 7 was Indianapolis. So we've had a dramatic shift in what goes on in this playoff hunt. We have number 2 being the Denver Broncos going against number 7 Buffalo Bills. Moving on, we have a number 3 Jacksonville Jaguars in the AFC in the playoff hunt right now, going against the number 6 now Indianapolis Colts. Remember, 6 weeks ago, they were number 1. How the tides have shifted in the playoff hunt. Going on, we got number 4 Baltimore going against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that's right now your playoff hunt for the AFC. There are some teams that have shifted in that hunt. As to position based on week 7, Jacksonville in week 7 was a number 7. Right now they're a number 3. So how you play does matter in the playoffs. Right now in the NFC, drum roll, number 1, the Chicago Bears. The NFC, in Ben Johnson you trust. And so good for you, Delilah. Your Bears. Your Bears. We've been so
Let's
crazy.
go.
Let's go. They were not even in the hunt 6 weeks ago.
No. No, we really weren't.
With the number 2 team being the Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow. I hope they do meet in the playoffs. That would be crazy.
Yeah. So, and then
would be.
Bumping down, we had the number 1 team in the NFC being the Green Bay Packers in week 7. Now, and they've moved down because they're at number 6 playing the number 3 Philadelphia Eagles. And then we have Nicole, I'm sorry to say this name, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because they are leading the NFC North right now. They would play the NFC West Seattle Seahawks because they're leading that division as of right now. So right now, that is your playoff hunt, ladies. It's a big shakeup from week 7 where we had the Steelers, speaking of Mike Tomlin, were in the playoff hunt at week 7. They have dropped out. We have the Detroit Lions who are playing tonight that have dropped out. So, and the Bears have been added. So it's amazing how it's shaken up since week 7. Go Delilah and your Bears.
Crazy. I mean, I'm intrigued by those that are in the hunt. You know, that's like
this is coming down to the wire, and it's
because honestly, the teams, at least in the NFC, I'm excited because we have Detroit, we have Dallas, but we also have Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
Sean's other team.
I'm so happy
you should be so proud. Me too. The crap that
and they
kid
beat
got.
good
Oh
teams. They're not like
You're right.
I mean, they're making a comeback. They've been given some CPR and they're coming back. The resuscitation is working. But I'm very happy.
It's because of them that we're number 1 too. So thank you, Carolina, for continuing to gift us. Because I don't know if you know, but we robbed them of like multiple first-round picks, which is the team we have now. Because of that. But I do love that the Panthers are up there now. Honestly, we love a comeback story. Yes. You know that we love a comeback story. You knew he was gonna say something.
They beat other teams too, Sean.
Oh, that was hilarious. He always has to have his jabs.
It's exciting. I'm excited about the playoff. Honestly, I want to see how this, it's exciting to see the different teams. Honestly, I like seeing different names on both conferences.
Oh yeah.
I like the shakeup. I like when that happens. But anyway.
I do too. I'm excited.
The last thing I have to cover for you, ladies and gentlemen, right now, here is the Vegas odds on who should win the Super Bowl right now. And it's crazy, these Vegas odds, because I don't understand them. Because there's teams that are in the playoffs right now that are not in the Vegas odds of winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Number one team Vegas has winning the Super Bowl right now are the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay, I can kind of see it.
Okay.
They feel that Matthew Stafford, with what they've got going on with Sean McVay in LA, have a chance of winning the Super Bowl.
And Puka's healthy this season.
Followed by the Seattle Seahawks. They called them the dark horse of the NFC to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Followed by another NFC team, the Green Bay Packers. Followed by the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow, they dropped.
This is their top 11. Wow. Buffalo is number 5 to win.
They really want people to lose. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And then number 6 is Denver.
Okay.
Number 7 is New England. Number 8 is Indianapolis.
Okay.
Number 9 is Baltimore. And then, of course, they had to give some love to the cheaters of the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs, with their refs helping them lead the way. Followed by the last team they have is Detroit. So, no Chicago Bears.
No, I'm not surprised.
None of these teams that have playoff hopes, some of them are not in there, both from the AFC and the NFC. But Sean, you're totally right. Puka Nacua, they have and Devontae, they have a great receiving core in LA. And Matthew Stafford has played a very great season.
He has.
Wasn't a huge fan of him in Detroit. I will be honest. I was glad to see him and the wife go. And I was happy for the fresh blood of Jared Goff. But he's doing very, 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 very well and staying very healthy for the first time in a long time in his career. So there's your Vegas odds. There's your playoff hunt. There's your MVP race. There's the breakdown. Bye. Kate Alverson. So if you want to chime in and give me your breakdown and your MVPs and where you think about the playoffs and the Vegas odds, we'd love to hear from you. But for now,
comment,
like, share. But that's my breakdown.
Yeah. Even comment on the replay. If you watch this a few days from now, you just kicked back and you're like, this looks interesting. Please let us know what you think about the breakdown, about the drama comments, right? What did you think? Come on, share. We love it. Love to hear from y'all.
We would absolutely love it. Let's go. All right, we got to move on to the next section. I know you love the breakdown, but we got some more juice for you. Delilah, what do we got?
Another favorite segment of ours.
Yes, that's right. Who's got game? She's got game. Who's got game? She's got game. That's right. That's what I'm going to name this whole entire segment, because here at the Ladies Takeover, we do talk about football.
Let's go. Who's got game? She's got game. Who's got game? She's got game. Go ahead, Nicole. What you got for us today?
Okay, I am reporting to you live, and I'm repeating this name in my head because you're going to know her and you're going to want to know her. I'm doing a throwback Thursday back to the 1930s and 50s. I'm talking about Babe Dietrichson Zaharis, and I said it right, okay? So who is she and what does she do and why am I talking about her? Well, I just want to pull up my notes here first because there's quite a few windows open, might I add, on my thingamaboober. Okay, so first off, here we go. She is basically back in the 1930s, 1932, even before that. She was really athletic, and she did a lot of track and field sports, front runner in all of the athleticisms in the track and field events. So she gets her nickname Babe from Babe Ruth because she used to always do home runs while she was hitting as a kid. So in 1932, as the Olympic tryouts, she competed as a team of one. She says, I don't need anybody else except for me to count on myself. As her employer's insurance company, she single-handedly won the team championship in 1932 Olympics in LA, which is coming back around. So she was scoring 30 points to beat the entire 22-woman team that finished second. So it's arguably the most amazing single performance in track and field history. But not only that, she went on after that, because there were strict rules at the timing limiting women to only 3 events. So she was forced to choose. She left with a hole that defied the belief. So she won gold in the javelin throw, setting an Olympic record, gold in the 80-meter hurdles, breaking her own world record in the final, and silver in the high jump, trying the world record but losing the gold on a technicality over her jumping style. So no other athlete, male or female.
Like Simone Biles. Why do they be doing that? But anyway, go ahead.
Kilometers? Oh, yes. Yeah.
The little points because they do something different. No, I know kilometers.
Yes.
I just mean sorry. Because someone does something better, they get penalized. Crazy, but go ahead.
Right? So no other athlete, male or female, has ever won individual Olympic medals in a throwing, running, and jumping event, which is phenomenal.
I bet not.
So after conquering that, she turned her focus to a new sport, golf. And that's where her story became legendary. She took up
so that games. Wasn't legendary before.
No, I know, right? So she's just breaking breaking records.
She probably was. I mean, that's fine.
Sorry about that. My apologies. She took the game seriously in 1935, and by the 1940s and 50s, she was the greatest woman golfer who ever lived. She was making $100,000 in money yearly from the sport.
In 1950s?
Yes, yeah. So that's a lot of money. Not only did she do that, she won 17 consecutive amateur golf tournaments, a streak that still remains unmatched. Still, so recognizing for her need for a professional circuit based with women. She was a founding member of the Ladies Professional Golf Association, also known as the LPGA, in 1950.
Wow.
Yeah, and then in 1953, unfortunately, she was diagnosed with colon cancer and underwent a major surgery. So many believe that her career was over, despite even also too the health stuff and having surgery back then in 1950. Not a lot of survivors, but she came over it, and she was just like, I'm going to do the damn thing. And she ended up going back and competing. She survived the surgery. And just within 3 months after surgery, after her operation, she began competing again. Next year, she came back to win the 1954 U.S. Women's Open.
Wow.
So legendary in every way. She paved the way for every female athlete you see today. She wasn't just great. She was a genuine one of a kind. She also got a lot of ridicule because this was the 1950s, and it was a different time. That a lot of articles about her was based on her not wearing lipstick or makeup, and that she was just herself and not really kind of gender neutral, and she got ridiculed a lot in the articles, so much so that she came back. She ended up marrying a wrestler at the time. She wasn't unquote in love, but she had so much social pressure that she did end up marrying at the time to shut them up. But at the
Right.
end of her career, I do know that she ended up moving in with her partner moved in with her in the last 6 years of her life,
Wow.
which is quite an amazing story. And it's an unspoken one. So from on field and off field, she was a trailblazer in every way and
Yes.
deserves to be celebrated. So
Oh, I love that.
I know.
Woo!
I thought it was cool. I learned something every time. I'm like, okay, who is this person? And then I learned more crazy stuff about them. And I'm like, this is amazing. How come where are the movies?
Right?
movie.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Love that. Oh, I just looked it up. Now I have her in my phone. So now look, I'm gonna be looking up all the information. That was freaking awesome.
That
Nicole,
was great.
that was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's got game.
Got game.
Woo! That was crazy. And then I found her
trophies.
I found her picture and she had a basketball. So obviously she also played basketball. We're like,
Yes.
like, wow.
What else could this woman
Okay.
not do?
There-
Golly. Oh,
I
that was
just
awesome.
before we move on, there's something about it's called hyper independence when you want to do everything on your own, and that is a trauma response, unfortunately, because you're dealing with so much.
Yeah.
And so the fact that she was like, I'm just gonna do this by myself, that's called
Yeah.
like hyper independence. And but the fact that she did it so well, I get it. And man, I think you, as somebody who loves this stuff, y'all know, I love this kind of stuff. And so thank you for bringing us some history, because I love it.
Love history. Love it. Love it. Oh, Nicole, you rock that. Man, this show is awesome. You guys are actually killing it. This is awesome. But it's not over, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over. Delilah, what have we got?
Our brand new segment, which is super fun. I can't wait for you to fire these questions at us.
We got a yes or no rapid fire. This is our time that we get to ask questions. It's a yes or no. We want you guys to chime in with us. We got the rapid fire questions. Delilah puts out a post every week to get your guys' opinion on what we should be asking, the yes or no. Delilah, what did we get this week?
All right. This is it makes sense that this question was asked. Yes, no. The NFC North will send at least 2 teams to the playoffs this season. Okay, yes. I guess
yes, both of our doctors got their yeses.
I guess yes. All right, so that was unanimous. I think so, for sure. Just the way, we're not saying all the way. This is called playoffs, okay? But yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know. Yes,
rapid fire. I like it.
All right, next. The 1-11. This is and I get it why it's split, because it's a good question. Yeah. The 1-11 Titans will get at least one more win before the end of the regular season, or will they just tank the rest of the season? So it's kind of yes, no, but also I say no.
No to the win. Yes to the yeah. They're gonna want to go after the number 1 pick in the draft. If
yeah, I agree. Yes.
You might as well tank your season and go for the number 1.
I agree. I agree. The first half is a no, and the second half is a yes.
Yeah, they want that first round pick. They definitely want that first round. They need.
They're 1-11. Like, what's the point at this?
Yeah, Cam Ward has not been what everyone thought Cam Ward would be, and I told everyone don't put your baskets in Cam Ward. Everyone thought he was the greatest thing ever for a while there, and I'm like, not so much.
Yeah, it's going to take some time.
Okay, we have one more.
Ooh, with 19 sacks already this season.
So far.
Did Myles Garrett be the unanimous pick?
He's the one person on that team doing his job consistently.
You got yeses all around. He is a monster.
He's worth his money because they paid him a monster contract and he's living up to it. Yes,
worth every dollar.
There's stuff on his face after the offense has been out there. is just unreal. He has not shied away from showing how he feels about that team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, Andy. Absolutely.
Look, for sure, for sure. But
All
that was
right.
our rapid fire, man. If you guys have any questions for us, please. Delilah puts out a post every single time before we go on the show. There's always a post about rapid fire questions. Or if you don't see it, just write one of us. We will get your
Right.
question in. We love rapid fire, baby. We love it.
All
All right,
right.
so we got to
Sounds
keep
good.
on moving. I know we're making great time, and let's keep on moving. We got another segment for you, Delilah. What do we got?
Rivalries are the heartbeat of sports. That's what makes the games bigger than just a scoreboard. When two teams with a history line up, it's not just winning, it's about pride, bragging rights. Who gets to hold the upper hand, right? Until next time, rivalries crank up the intensity, keep players motivated, give fans edge of your seat experiences, right? It's not, and when it comes to football, it's not just X's and O's. It makes it personal because, football rivalries can go pretty deep.
One of my favorite segments we got one of my favorites. Let's go, Delilah.
So,
the rivalry we got
listen,
today?
there are some rivalries that people know about, and so I want to do some stuff different. Okay, we know about Cowboys and Commanders, we know about Bears and Packers, and so, but there's some of these other rivalries that are within the same conferences that kind of happen, and this is one of those. So in the NFC conference, there is a well-established rivalry between the Cowboys and the Packers. And I thought, because the Cowboys are playing today, and I know the Packers are sometimes like not your number 2 team, but sometimes I know I've known you for years now, and so sometimes you do, and no hate on that either, by the way. You root for you root too, but
I know.
But when they play each other, I know it's Dallas all the way.
I hate the Packers.
So I just wanted to, kind of go do, like I said, do something a little different. And so, yeah, believe it or not. So again, the Dallas Cowboys are considered an expansion team because they were, they came around in 1960. So that's basically when the Dallas Cowboys came into fruition. And so they were seen as this like upstart, like, who are you to play the Packers, who've been around since like the creation of the NFL.
Beginning.
And so, 1960 is when Dallas became a team. And so they're seen as as an expansion team. And so these are the numbers. All time between the Packers and the Dallas is 22-17-1. Gee, I wonder where that 1 came from. What game was that?
Very recent.
And that is including playoffs, by the way. So that's total including playoffs. Regular season, Packers still lead 17-13-1. There's that 1. Playoffs, Packers 5-4 over 9 postseason meetings. So that was a little closer. Old school rivalry, like I said, 1960s. First meeting, 1960s. The Packers were like, nope, we're going to show up these upstarts. And so that first game, it was 41-7. So they were like, yeah. Then in 1966, it was the Packers again, 34-27 in Dallas. Then in 67, what they call the Ice Bowl, because you're going up to the Tundra, which is Lambeau. And so Packers won that game 21-17. That was a little closer, but it was a negative 15 degrees at Lambeau, which that negative 15, when you're in Lambeau or in any of these Midwest, that is not just negative 15. Because you're getting windshield, you're getting, my God.
Oh, yeah. Man.
It's like intense. And they win because Bart Starr did a QB sneak for the win. That's how they won. That's why the game was close, 21-17. That's how they got the O. So the Packers in the 60s went like 6-0. They basically like dominated the 60s. But then in 1970, the Cowboys got their first win, during the Thanksgiving game.
Okay.
For bunking.
So that's when the Cowboys got their first win against the Packers, 16-3 on Thanksgiving. And then there was a flip, the 90s. Gee, I wonder what happened in the 90s. I think everybody knows the Cowboys 90s, but that decade was dominated basically by the Cowboys or the 49ers. Those were the two teams in the 90s that were like just dominating, killing everybody, and just winning and winning and winning pretty much all the time. So Dallas goes 9-1 in the 90s versus Green Bay with 8 straight wins between 1991 and 1996. The 93 and 94 divisional games, Cowboys beat Favre's Packers on the way to their Super Bowls. Those 2 Super Bowls that y'all won were against Favre's Packers. In 1994, another Thanksgiving game, Cowboys 42-31 with Jason Garrett's comeback game. Then 96.
Oh man, that was a good one.
Jason. I know I think people forget about Jason Garrett only because everybody talks about so many other people.
Of course.
He gets a little lost because he's quieter, so he gets lost in the shuffle. But yeah, his comeback game. Then 96, Monday Night Football, Cowboys 21-6 because Chris, I always say his name wrong, Bonio. I always say his name. Bonio, yeah. 7 field goals that game. That's crazy.
That is 7.
I know that he had a bunch of field goals that game, but 7, that's crazy. But 21-6. Then of course modern, where we got the Dez versus the Rodgers games, right? And so that's when it kind of flipped the other way. When the 2014 divisional, the Packers beat the Cowboys 26-21 with that infamous Dez catch, no catch. That was a catch. I say
haunt me for the rest of my life.
Or Rob, I'll be honest.
Oh no.
That was
sorry, Jenny. I'm gonna have to look this up.
I'm just so mad that this game was even brought up.
Sorry, I had to go through the rivalry. Then in 2016, Packers again meet Dallas again, 34-31 in Dallas. Aaron Rodgers' insane 3rd and 20 dime to Jared Cook sets up the walk-off field goal. They won that game, and then we know that sets them up to, go on and win the Super Bowl. So, so that's kind of where. Oh no, not that game. It's 2011 was Super Bowl. Sorry. The Jerry World Curse. That's what it's called. So in Super Bowl in the it is Super Bowl 2011. The Packers win the Super Bowl in Cowboys' own stadium because that's where the Super Bowl was that year. Packers are undefeated at AT&T Stadium, just so you know. And then you're adding that OT 40-40 tie that just happened this season. So Sean says not a catch. But yeah, so apparently Aaron Rodgers or the Packers, they've never lost in Jerry's like state-of-the-art like fancy stadium. Even in the Super Bowl. And that score, by the way, that 40-40, it's one of the highest scoring football games, right? Because you total it's 80 points, right? So it was a crazy monster game. I mean, Jordan Love, 31 out of 43, had 337 yards with 3 touchdowns. And Dak had 31 for 40, 319 yards that tie game, 3 pass touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. And so that's where that Packers in Dallas, right? How do you feel about the Packers now, Janae?
I hate them forever. Oh, God.
Oh, man. But like I said, it's one of those things that people don't think about, that there really is, when they play each other, there is a heated rivalry between Dallas and the Packers. And it's storied. It goes back to the 60s. So there you have it. That is your rivalry game.
I like it. Juicy. Oh.
Got some painful memories.
I'm
for me.
sorry. Well, Hopefully, y'all can turn it around next year.
Oh man.
Oh, man,
Oh
yeah.
man. We're getting cream, by the way, now. We're
Woo!
getting cream.
Oh no! I'm sorry. That was my rivalry segment.
Oh man. So not only do we have the rivalry, we have this game where we're losing.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm a happy girl right now.
That's not what I meant to do. Sorry.
Oh, you're
Janae, you're
muted.
muted. You're
Oh,
muted.
I'm sorry. If you were just gonna end it on me, I was gonna appreciate it. My
Oh.
God.
That's not what I meant to do.
But we gotta get on to our last segment. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We got one more thing for you. Delilah, what do we got? Ladies have the final say. We have the final say. This is one of the parts of the show that's near and dear to our heart. We love that we get to actually promote positivity, just like every other show that we have on the network. We love positivity. And this time, we get to hear from 4 dynamic ladies about what we want to say for the final say. We hate to do it because it is our last segment, but we try to leave the show with some positivity because that's how you should always do it. And this network always wants to promote love and positivity and whatever we just want to talk about. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies have the final say. You already know how we do it. So let me go ahead and get mine out the way because I definitely want to make sure that mine's really quick. That you may fall down, but don't worry. You'll always get back up. You just always got to get back up. You're gonna keep moving. A lot of times in life we feel like, it's our lowest moment, right? Every time we go through something, we feel like, oh my God, this is it. The world's over. Nothing's good gonna happen for me. But then we can all look back on times where things turn around, right? We always have to remember that we all fall down individually. We all have times where it just may not be our best day. But the main focus is to keep moving forward. Get up, dust yourself off, and remember that tomorrow can always be better. There is a quote that we see at work all the time about, just don't think that this day is going to be the ending result, right? We work for the future. We work for what could happen, right? And I feel like that's how we need to think about life. We have to think about what could happen. Yes, this moment may be bad, but we never know what's going to happen in the next hour or the next day or the next week or the year. We could have a bad time. Everybody goes through it. We have ups and downs and all around, but we have to remember our main goal: get back up, dust yourself off, and remember tomorrow can be better. And that is my ladies have the final say.
I love that.
All right, Nicole, what you got for us? You always got something good.
Well, I'm not going to remind you to do your taxes or anything like that. I just wanted to say, with it being Christmas and stuff like that, be a kind shopper. A lot of us are, tight on money. Be understandable. Maybe instead of, you can make gifts. Gifts are great if you make them. They're actually kind of hit a little bit more harder and sentimental. Cherish your loved ones and be respectful of those people maybe not celebrating the holiday due to, some other issues of maybe family loss or whatever. Just everyone, do their own. And I know it's a busy time, but we got to make time for ourselves too. So get yourself in that spa and put yourself, light that candle, put the incense on, and
Clock it.
Do something. Yeah.
Clock it. I love
it.
So
that's all I have to say is just be understanding that the holidays are tough.
I absolutely love that. During this time, you're right. You never know what somebody's going through. So give grace, be nice. It is that time of year. So I agree. Delilah, what you got for us?
So since this is a ladies show, sometimes I like to, especially now with Nicole sharing such a trailblazer. One of women in history that I always admired was Eleanor Roosevelt. And something that she said, and I agree with, is no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Again, I know it's tough out there and I know there's a lot going on,
Preach.
but
Preach.
again, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Do not give people your power. I'm not saying that sometimes you get something happens, take your time, but don't let people throw you off. Like we just learned from a trailblazer that had to hide her true self because of the times. But at the end, even though it was the last 6 years of her life, she chose to live her true life with the real person she loved, so that she did not go as she wasn't. And so again, make sure you remember that. Holiday seasons, we always talk about that. We know it's always the toughest. And remember, when people are smiling the brightest, they're not always the happiest either. So be
Yeah.
careful. Check in on your friends. Please check in on your friends, regardless. Like send them a text, family, friends, people you don't hear about. Um, just check in with people. And yeah, just remember that you matter. Like Mr. Rogers said, even though it's a lady show, you are special just the way you are.
Yes, you are.
So just love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And I just want to make sure you remember to, you know, think of yourself and that you matter. You matter.
I love that. You matter. You matter. You have to keep telling yourself that you matter. Oh, I love it. I love it. Kate, finish this off. What you got?
Um, I have a very heavy one. I got a text this morning from a friend whose significant other tried to kill themselves last night.
Mm.
And it's the dark part of the holidays and the season that really gets the best of people in the worst of times. And I just want you to all know that I love you, I see you, I value you, and I'm here for you. Never feel like you cannot reach out to any one of us ladies or anyone in the LTF family if things are not going the way that you want them to go. And just know, gosh darn it, wasn't gonna cry,
It's
that
okay.
it's not it's not the end of everything. There is hope, there is help, there's resources, there's places where you can go to get the help that you need. Please dial 888. That's the new suicide crisis prevention hotline number. And please get the help that you need to get through the holidays. I know they're hard. I know they can be lonely. They can be depressing. They can be everything you don't want them to be. But there are people out there that genuinely love you and want you here and want you in this world. And don't suffer in silence. Please get the help you need and reach out. We are all here for you. If you need anything from any of us, please let us know. But after that text this morning, I knew exactly what I wanted to say tonight, and that is you're loved, you're valued, you're seen, you're heard, you're appreciated. We all struggle, but just know that.
Mm.
So, my lady's final say is don't suffer in silence. Please reach out. There are people there that want to see you succeed in life. So, just know that.
And we are sending all of the positive love, praying for you, for your friend and her family, and you. And man, that is heavy. But you are absolutely right. There's that should never be the choice. There is so many people out there that love you, and that there's help out there that can happen. But oh man, that hits deep. That hits deep. Oh, Kate, thank you for sharing that. And you're right. People need that. Like it is a time. It is the season. Just sad for the family, but we're lifting them up in prayer, and we're definitely sending them all the love and kindness that they need right now. Oh man, that was heavy on the heart, and I know we're all feeling it, but we are sending you all the love for sure, Kate. All the love as your sisters in the Let's Talk Football family. Man, we gotta end the show. We gotta end the show. We totally enjoy doing this with you guys every other week. We want you guys to tune in with us every other week, man. We are here. We are here to talk football with you. don't be shy. These four women right here love to talk football with everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. So if you know somebody who loves football, wants to talk football, anything, there is football to be talked on the Let's Talk Football Network. And these ladies takeover is on every other Thursday. So catch us in 2 weeks, and we will be so excited because we're gonna have it should be definitely a more clear definition of the playoffs by then. So we're gonna have some juice for you to break down the she's got game, the rivalries, the drama. You're gonna see it in 2 weeks, all right? So we'll see y'all then. And we love you guys, and we'll see y'all again in 2 weeks. This show is a staple. I'm telling you, it's not too many shows. I don't really know any other show that has an all-woman panel talking about football.
No, we did it first here. LTF family.
Right here. Woo! You guys are witnessing the history right here. We're doing big things. And then look at us now. We may not have been able to start this show without Kate having this idea of an all-women show. And look at us now. We believed in this goal to make this show happen. So I'm excited to be here with you ladies and to promote positivity and love, because that's what I talk about it with Sean all the time. This is what this show is all about. This is what all the Let's Talk Football shows are about, is positivity and love. Shout out to the Let's Talk Football Ladies Takeover that the show goes on. This show is important to all the shows. I mean, this is a staple show. So I'm excited that you guys tuned in, and we all hope that you guys tune in next week